expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtur.
Sarah? Caretaker was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference.
And this is my challenge.
Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear. As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtur was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
You have earned this! You were too weak for this fight. Your mother abandons you. I am impressed. They really want to get on my bad side.
Compared to our girl, these to strike, they certainly won't.
Leave some for the rest of us. Now that was something. Feel my call. Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
You can imagine why Sarah was so fond of Ashtur. If I didn't know better, I would say she was caretaker after the goddess herself. Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting. right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
She believes in our purpose.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Strange out.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate.
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a we in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever is in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
I hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside. His discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane might be a problem.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Approach the anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to... What have you brought me today? If it were... By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all...
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony...
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within. It's probably not the object of power you were hoping for. Ah, yes.
Hey, Hunter. Take a look. Got some upgrades for you, hot off the press. Or forge. Another magical mystery.
Come back tomorrow, Hunter. I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Hey, Hunter, got a sec to spare?
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since... ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with the spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good! How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
It would be my honor to spar with a spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training. Back again. I think we've got something for everyone.
Like playing with fire, huh?
See you around.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
You're looking stronger than ever, kiddo.
I should come back at night. That is usually how these things work. You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city. But we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let us get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There is no passage to New York. Or anywhere, for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter.
Does not seem right to intrude in their space. I would not like it if they tried that on my room.
Hey.
Nico, do you know where Magic is? We need her.
Let me guess. To open another portal? She's getting a little tired of being the only person here who can do that. Can't say I blame her.
This is serious, Nico. Where is she?
Not sure. But I know she's been looking for Wanda's grimoire, so maybe check in Wanda's room?
Thanks for your help.
Well met.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
That is no ordinary book. I can sense it from here.
Nothing in this place is ever ordinary. Especially this. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
No good ever comes from a book like that. Trust me.
Funny. You sound like Wanda. She was also afraid of her power. I can almost hear her scolding me for invading her privacy. But I've done far worse than to rummage through someone else's things. Far worse. And so have you. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste resources looking for her.
Ileana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take, take, take. You expect too much. Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate? I did the math. It would actually be faster for me to fly.
So what is stopping you?
A shockwave would shatter most of the glass in my approach path.
Ah, that is not good.
Yeah, I try to be considerate.
Yes?
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area match those of Faustus's weapon. We need to recover whatever intel we can if we're going to find out exactly what's going on down there. right, Captain Marvel was right on the...
Heroes. A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with, Chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
You're just lucky we aren't allowed to take your life. One more time.
I'm not sure if it's ethical for people like us to beat up chumps like you.
Forever in service.
Follow my lead.
I will remember your face. I have to admire your persistence.
Arm Alpha reinforcing.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Ready up. This has your name on it. You know you're too strong for that.
We will not fail.
What makes me so popular?
Taking the shot.
I almost felt that one.
Arm Alpha reinforcing.
All is
The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that, Chopper, please.
With pleasure.
here we go.
Now that was something.
Interesting. Prepare yourself. You will leave this world alone and forgotten.
Forever in service.
Stop trying already.
You're mine. Your death won't be in vain.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the simple punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods? All is possible with mother!
So that's how that works. Watch and learn. It's about time. Whatever works for you.
That should keep them grounded. Now let's get everything back to the Abbey for analysis.
Such arrogance. Our brave soldiers will never allow you.
Oh, shut up already. Take them down.
As long as I get to hit you back.
I must have angered them. I will aid you if I can.
For years, I was considered a crazed zealot in the Hydra Cabal, obsessed with the old race. But then we detected the convergence of the Midnight Sun.
Tell me about it. Actually, please do not.
Not a problem. I could have made that so much worse.
Behold the light's gift. The power of the light.
It is good to be back.
By her command!
No retreat!
Hardly a scratch.
It's nice to get away from Limbo occasionally. More.
Hail. The light will carry you onward.
Thank you, friend.
You asked for it.
Now I see why so many fear your strength.
We serve until the end. I've been waiting.
You and your friends will suffer together.
Your time has come. time for Hydra.
For now.
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Last? There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today. I consider that alone a victory. Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
Count on it. What you doing, Charlie?
Hey, for someone they just dug up, you look...
Intriguing. Ah, I see. What is this? Fascinating.
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on. I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter. If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey, they'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wanda was working to uncover what may be the most powerful.
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
I've given you free rein so you could get back on your feet, but I never thought you'd pull something like this.
What is it you think I am doing, exactly?
Don't be coy. It does not suit you. I told you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha. Instead of letting it rest, you decide to reopen the wound?
Oh, Sarah, I would never... I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now, it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way?
That anger wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
She may try to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble. And yet we persevered together.
You still have not answered my question.
It may be difficult to understand, but she needs this time. Sending Wanda away, sealing the library, that elaborate memorial she conjured up, she didn't waste any time trying to bury what happened.
You are right. I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to grieve. When that happens, we'll see each other again, but not before.
I trust you will do what is right for Sarah. So, what is it you are looking at here?
Yes, we should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. Wanda's journal. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history. Many of its secrets remain hidden, even after all this time.
Even to you?
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed. Knowing that Sarah had no intention of waking you to investigate, Wanda felt it was up to her to take your place. Of course, being the clever girl that she is, her notes are written in an ancient, transient cipher that I've only just begun to understand. Have a look at the first entry. I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic, but Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was conducting her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments? Why do I feel like you are going to get me into trouble?
Since when has that ever stopped you? Let's meet out at the altar. I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there. Charlie will show you the way if you've forgotten.
Before we go inside, we should take a moment to reflect on Agatha.
Sarah putting her pain aside to stop the prophecy was the right choice. We're gonna need the collective knowledge in these tomes.
Of Jeremiah Cain, another host of the Spirit of Vengeance. I wonder if he was as conflicted as Robbie is about being a Ghost Rider. Noble Ashtur guides my hand. The goddess of order approves.
Like most things on the grounds here, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
Oh. Hocus pocus.
You haven't lost your touch, dear. The words may be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone. Each represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only by the elemental rods they would normally be holding.
And where are the elemental rods now?
Scattered to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of Wanda's experiments here.
Let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here. Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly. In fact, I don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush, and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
An arcane key.
Just a little something. A token for your efforts so far. The key can be used to open that chest nearby. Like so many other oddities around here, those chests tend to appear before those who deserve them most. Make yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
It's more fun that way, isn't it? I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck.
elemental rod. I should take this back to the altar. There are cracks in this wall. Must not be her purview. This looks like a fairy ring. Perhaps I should try this somewhere else. The old magic still holds. This is which sign? Oster smiles upon me. goddess disagrees. Blessings of the goddess. Curious. That is something. I was always drawn to this place as a child, but somehow I had almost forgotten about it. I remember when I made these dolls, one for each of us. I wonder if the others are still around here somewhere. She believes in our purpose. Was I ever really this innocent? Maybe before I started my training. Perhaps a witch from the Salem Coven made this. I need to find the next moon seal. I need to find the next moon seal. The Standing Stones. There is powerful magic at work here. My old fort. Caretaker was furious. I never got the chance to truly know my mother. Only the monster she became. The Great Seer, known as Endra Moore, is buried here. Much like Nico, her powers came dangerously close to crossing the line. But she was among the most loyal of the Midnight Suns. She does not see it happening. Interesting. Interesting. Intriguing.
The library radiates that fresh spell battle aura. Makes for an ideal reading nook.
Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that. I've been staring at the night sky trying to figure it out.
Figure what out?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
You are trying to figure out how to bring Wanda back.
Close, Hunter. But no. Something much more sinister has grabbed my attention.
Sinister?
When I was holding the transdimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you. Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Ileana?
I did not see, I said. I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo. But I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
We should inform the others of any potential danger.
Warn them of what? One of Magic's airy-fairy gut feelings? The Avengers are already unsure of us. I do not need to add to that. Best not say anything until I am better able to articulate it. I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking to do, while I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo. I will let you know if I do.
I need to find the next moon seal. goddess must be busy.
I see you found one of the elemental rods. If you'd like to keep going, you may keep searching for more.
This is a little cryptic.
It's a clue. Don't worry if you can't solve her riddles all at once. I'll translate new clues every night.
But the Abbey grounds are huge. How will I know where to look?
You used to love running around these grounds as a child. If you need a refresher, study your map. I see you found another of our mystic landmarks. These are the Standing Stones. Your ancestors among the Blood used them to converse with the Elder Gods.
How does that work?
Members of the Blood would gather among the stones and enter a sort of meditative trance. They say the gods would hear their thoughts, but the Blood never knew for sure who was listening on the other end. Some of the older texts refer to a series of glyphs etched on the stones, but at first glance they seem to have been scoured clean by time itself.
Could they still be revealed somehow?
You read my mind, Hunter. I suspect the glyphs are still here. They just need the right words of encouragement, if you catch my meaning. Hunter?
What do you know about the moon seals?
Presumably forged by the gods themselves. I like to think of a moon seal as both a lock and a key. With the right power, wielded by the right person, the energy of the seal is unleashed, creating a conduit to the Elder Gods.
And I am that right person?
Just another benefit of being descended from the Blood. Lucky you, dear.
Where did the words of power come from?
While I often call them blessings or gifts of the old gods, the words of power are actually powerful invocations tuned to the unique energies found in descendants of the Blood.
And Caretaker used the words as well?
Of course, dear. Sarah used the words of power on the Abbey grounds just as you do today. Many of the areas you encounter that seem receptive to these spells are actually the result of Sarah's frequent undertakings. Until we speak again.
Nothing like taking in the New York skyline after driving Hydra back into hiding.
I appreciate this time away from the forge. Despite Tony's complaints, a bit of soldering is far less effort than wrestling a demon into daily submission.
I understand. Keeping that demon in check is tougher than the others can imagine.
Mr. Reyes can imagine. He's the only one with an inkling of the malignant power within. If we cannot contain it, we must destroy it. Should I ever fall, Mr. Reyes and his spirit of vengeance will know what to do. Which is the lengthy way to say I should relax now and again to maintain vigilance.
You often say it the lengthy way.
I refuse to dignify that with a response. To do so would prove me incapable of brevity, which is quite simply untrue.
You are doing it on purpose, are you not?
Allow me to rebuke your slander with a dozen refutations. Point the first.
Stop.
As you wish. A pleasant time for all, I hope.
After all these years, it is good to see your face again.
Wish I could say the same, Mother. Now enough with this deception and reveal your true form.
But this is my true form. The way I was when you were just a sweet, helpless little baby. You don't remember that, do you? Well, I do. Bringing you into the world was the happiest time in my life.
And taking you out of this world again will be mine.
I had thought the words of power would open your eyes. But I should have known my sister and her pet witch would continue to withhold the truth from you.
My trial with the Elder Gods. How did you know?
I heard you calling upon Oshtor, and I am not the only one.
Wait! Mother! Where did you... Was that really her?
Thank you for the quality time, Hunter. I have opened.
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? What do you think? If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting. Shh. Tony is working.
Always a pleasure.
should be useful.
Time to take it to the next level. Caretaker said I need to be a team player, so I guess I'm letting you choose for me too. Do your thing.
Hey, Hunter. When you've got a minute, could you meet me in the war room? The intel cache we recovered from Hydra's gunship might seem sophisticated to the casual bystander, but they probably weren't expecting to go up against the likes of me. With Central's help, I can decrypt these babies in no time, providing us a valuable and fascinating glimpse into Hydra's twisted little minds. I'm ready when you are. Okay, Central. What's your magic? Want to read something that'll make you weep? Take a look at this. Now that we've decrypted the intel, let's put what we've learned to good use. Check out the... Thanks, Hunter.
Well, don't leave me in suspense. How are you enjoying the library?
I thought we were past that.
We are, but I'm still allowed to be annoyed with you. I expect a bit of pushback from the others, but not from you, Hunter.
Why not? When have I ever made things easy for you?
You had your moments, few and far between, but that's exactly my point. You know what that place, what she meant to me, and you did it anyway.
If I had known it meant this much to you, I would have waited. It was not my intention to defy or hurt you.
Hurt, no. Defy, maybe. At the same time, I know I haven't been very open with you about everything that's happened.
At least we are talking now. Silence between us would only make things worse.
You're right about that. We have bigger things to worry about. Like the mouthy alien tormenting Spider-Man as we speak.
He did risk himself for us without hesitation. We owe him for that, at least.
For once, I think the entire team is in agreement. It's only a matter of tracking Venom down.
I would just follow the trail of destruction, but maybe there is another way.
I'm sure we'll come up with something. Don't leave poor Spider-Man waiting too long now.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
As they say, no problem.
You ready to save the world?
Watch closely. The light shines on the most dutiful.
This shall be of great help.
Let's try this one.
A flying mechanical combat suit almost seems like cheating.
Hydra is in control of the situation.
As ordered! They know my reputation.
Get me out of here!
A rare strike.
First you don't succeed, right?
I am a wall.
They do not seem to be a match for us. The light will carry you onward.
I thank you.
Just like old times.
Watch and wait.
Love the effort.
Art of preparation.
I know that wasn't your signature move.
The battlefield is ours.
Wait a minute here.
No one will touch you.
We have the upper hand, for now. Behold the light's gift. Held that. I am glad to have your magic on our side, Doctor.
That was really something.
Nothing we can't handle so far.
I won't forget.
You're in trouble now. Hope you're ready.
I see you brought some friends along. Getting it done any way you know how. I bet you guys couldn't even beat the security guards in my parking garage. me off.
Sure, but let's do that without the suit. By the will of the
enemy has the upper hand. All gonna get I was born for this.
Ready when you are, boss. That'll work.
Follow your lead, guys. Impressive. Now.
You carry the responsibility of Sorcerer Supreme with great ease, Doctor.
We've done it. Excellent work.
It does not seem right to intrude in their space.
Hey, for someone they just dug up, you look pretty fresh.
Destiny tipsy.
Anything going on today?
Yes, Nico wants to speak with you. Do so before you sleep.
Can you tell me what this is about?
No.
Hi, kiddo.
Hunter? Until we speak again.
Yes, hello.
Hunter.
Hunter, I was just looking for you. We need your assistance.
Who is we?
The Esoteric Mystical Order, specifically the Knights of Intellect and Dimensional Spiritualism.
That is an elaborate name.
You can blame Doctor Strange. Oh, I may have rearranged a few words so it spells out emo kids.
Tell me what you need.
Dr. Strange Magic and I are researching a crucial moment in your past, but it's probably better if we just show you. How about it? Ready to uncover one of the greatest mysteries about your life after death?
Lead the way.
Let's do it! So, about the spell that brought you back to life, it worked better than expected, but there are some gaps.
You are talking about my death?
Exactly. The memories of your final moments might tell us how you defeated your mother 3 centuries ago. That could give us an edge this time around.
Those memories are lost.
Maybe not. We think there's a way to recover them. All you're gonna need is a mystical jumpstart.
How would that work?
Doctor Strange can explain it better than I, but if you want the abridged version, ask Magic. And when you're ready to begin the ritual, let me know.
Yes?
How does this ritual work?
This is the ritual. You focus on the past, Nico zaps you with her staff, Strange chants and waggles his fingers, then you remember. Maybe.
So why are you here?
Should the zapping, chanting, and waggling go bad, I will open a portal to Limbo and push you inside before the explosion.
There is a chance I might explode?
A very small chance. Unlikely.
That is all I need to know.
Tell Nico, and don't explode.
The first part's easy. I need you to focus on your last memories before you fought Lilith.
Will this help me remember?
I can't answer that. When I start, you'll be the one making the repairs. The rest of us are here to keep you steady.
All right.
If you're ready, we can begin.
I am ready.
Now, Hunter, tell us what you see.
I raced through the Abbey grounds, angry, terrified. It is too late. We were not ready for this fight. My foot slips, but I catch myself. I run with my blades exposed. I am completely alone. The moonlight guides my path. My lungs ache. My heart pounds. I rush toward my doom. I cannot. No!
Whoa! We all saw that, right?
I have no words to describe it.
Finally.
Well, how about that? Your final moments are there, just buried deep inside.
It did not work.
Not yet, but we made progress. I'm sure we can figure out a way for you to remember more the next time.
Next time?
Heck yeah! Emo kids meet every lunar alignment, or, you know, whenever we're free on a slow night. Oh, and we need ingredients. Magic will send a list to your spark. If you bring enough, we can refine them into more useful mystical objects. We're done for today, but I'll be in touch about the next meeting. Catch you later.
Hunter, my second favorite zombie superhero.
Who is your first?
Tony, on 2 hours of sleep. So, what do you need?
Nothing, Carol. See you later.
Looking forward to it.
What is that strange ripple in the air? It is not quite wind.
I knew you would sense it. It's the transmigration of life essences from one level of existence to the next.
Human souls?
No. Insects, birds, other creatures. The Abbey is a waypoint where the veil between planes is quite thin. During quiet times such as this, you can actually feel it happening. I didn't want you to miss it.
That was thoughtful of you to think of me, Doctor.
If I am anything, Hunter, it's full of thoughts. Maybe too many, swirling around in my head, crashing against each other in a chaotic cosmos of ideas that is the madness of my mind. Reminding myself that I'm just a small part of the whole of creation is a way I calm it. It also reminds us of what's at risk of vanishing completely if your mother gets her way.
Indeed.
But I have a feeling that with a life force like yours in play, that won't happen.
Thanks, Hunter.
A successful collaboration. Oh, and I was just about to binge watch my stories. To be fair, it does look interesting, at least.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of... How does this look?
Good day, Hunter.
Everything by the numbers. Bye. Thanks, Hunter.
You feeling all right?
Just in case you were looking for another opportunity to even the score with Hydra, I think these clowns are hoping for a fight.
Easy enough. Do not try me again.
Lilith has sent you here to die. I hope you are prepared.
Good work.
They're not living up to their reputation. No retreat!
I will forget that.
You're in trouble now.
We're almost here. Hold position.
Ready to smack around a few red shirts? Fair enough. I'm saving my energy so we need it.
Enough.
Who designed your armor? Because it looks like junk.
This is a good day.
They hope to break my resolve.
Keep after me.
Someone call for reinforcements?
You are cowards.
The light is on our side.
Oh, invigorating.
My power will go on.
That's funny. Somehow I never noticed those horns before.
The advantage is mine.
By her command. Let's see how tough you are. Time for the round.
Who wants the honors? Get it done any way you know how. You guys should talk to your union. I don't think you're supposed to be fighting on our level yet. I'm saving this for a special occasion. stale. Got any new material? This shouldn't take long.
I can follow the mark. Very effective.
Back!
They do not seem to be a match for us. The light will carry you onward.
You're a good friend.
Your fate is sealed. You were too weak for this fight.
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart, but we can always hope.
¿Qué pasa, Hunter?
All hail the conquering heroes. Someone toss us some Stark drives.
Hi. I will post about this on my socials. And I might embellish a teensy bit.
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again. Almost.
Oshter's, an elemental rod. I should take this back to the altar. Perhaps I should try this somewhere else. The old magic still holds. It is one of the elemental rods. Only one more to go.
Hi.
Well, I'm pretty sure we just pissed off your mom.
I ordered weird candies. We should eat them.
What is weird candy?
Made from octopus marbled with ginger shavings and looks disgusting. Like a lump of clay you find in a gutter.
When I was very young, I ate a bear's liver raw. Nothing has fazed me since.
Ha! You wish to challenge me to a weird candy battle? You are out of your depth.
You going to talk all day, or are we going to do this?
People online say it tastes better when lukewarm. But do not warm it too much. It is pungent if it sweats, like a cheese.
Well, I am as ready as I will ever be.
Where did I... wait. I must have swapped them with the ritual components I collected from the forge. They have the same consistency.
Is that a problem?
For us, we have no candy. And perhaps for Strange if he tries to bind a spirit with octopus ginger twists.
Should we tell him?
No, he's the Sorcerer Supreme. He will be fine.
Well, looky who it is.
I never knew the ep.
Of all the changes you had to deal with, at least the music is better.
Agreed. There's so much to discover.
Which reminds me, Tony Stark may try to convince you that techno-industrial is the one true genre of music. Best to smile, nod, and let him think you agree.
What if I do not?
He'll try to prove it with the album he's been poking at for the past 20 years.
Is it bad?
Sounds like a locomotive mating with a ball-bearing factory.
Noted.
Can we do it again?
We are not besties yet, but we are getting there.
Yo, it's good to see you.
Your knowledge of vehicles intrigues me.
That means a lot coming from you.
I've got some questions about vampires that I was hoping Blade could answer.
I have noticed you are very curious about Blade.
He's an interesting guy. Plus, we're both half human, half something else. We have common ground there. What do you think of him?
We would not get far in this fight without him.
He's certainly caught my attention. He rarely seems fazed. I could take him on a mission in the Greater Magellanic Cloud and he wouldn't bat an eye.
Is that in space?
Wow, you are really earthbound, huh? End-of-the-world situations forge strong bonds. A half-vampire, a resurrected hunter, a half-alien.
Do not forget the guy whose head routinely catches on fire.
The Midnight Suns are one of the more colorful crews I've run with.
Hello, my sweet girl.
Hydra has been running some kind of field tests in the area, and that device is the key. I would rather destroy it than let us get our hands on it, so it must be important. Those soldiers are targeting the device. Do whatever it takes to stop them.
How about this one?
Now that was something.
This shouldn't take long.
Whatever works.
Here we go. That's like a promotion, right? Can I be a captain, too?
We will never forsake her.
Feel free to stop doing that.
For Hydra!
On Delta responding.
Probably still won't be enough, but you can try. This is going to hurt.
A flying mechanical combat suit almost seems like cheating. I feel stronger already.
Never surrender!
They really want to get on my bad side.
Awaiting reinforcements.
Finally.
You've got incoming Hydra. You know what to do.
Hope this helps.
The light will heal you.
I owe you. Going for it.
Love the effort. I'm saving my action.
For in service.
Does all this attention mean I'm the weak one?
Something is wrong.
Regroup and await reinforcements.
So you guys want to fight, huh?
Let's try this.
Fair enough. Let's do it. How much is Lilith paying you guys anyway? It can't be enough. This should be good. I gotta say, the whole Hail Hydra thing is pretty stale. Got any new material?
More Hydra!
Might have hit my head.
Almost seems too easy.
That thing is taking a beating. If Hydra does too much damage, it won't be any use to us.
This usually works. This must happen to you all the time. You asked for
I am impressed.
Hail it.
Hydra's in control of the situation.
What is happening?
Plan looks good. That'll work. Fail, Smydra! Get it done any way we know how.
I will follow your lead, Star.
Good one.
Sure, why not?
is ours.
Got the spins all of a sudden.
I like it when we're in control of the situation. Let's try this one.
I hope you are building one of those suits for me. You had your chance to escape. Weak, even for Hydra.
Let's do it.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Behold the light's gift.
I don't know what it is, but I like it.
Enemy has the upper hand.
Watch the paint job.
Ready for a reload. Those bullets.
We have the upper hand, for now.
Get it done any way we know how.
That wasn't bad. This should be good. I bet your Hydra recruiter didn't mention any of this, huh?
You were too weak for this fight.
Looks like we've acquired some new hardware courtesy of Hydra. Good work.
Erethole! I mean, hello there. Apologies, I was astral projecting with someone in the backwards verse. It's almost a shame we have to waste your talents on Hydra, but I suppose if we don't dispose of them, no one will. In any case...
So, what do you need?
Nothing, Carol. See you later.
Looking forward to it.